Now before this, for quite a while, TVS had a gap in its lineup in the 125cc motorcycle segment. But that recently changed with a rather interesting product, this one. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the TVS Raider, and today we'll be answering a few important questions. How good of a commuter is this? Does it have the firepower to take on dominant players like the Honda SP125? And the most important question, is it worth your money? So, without further ado, let's get into it.
Now, TVS's idea for the Raider was something that will primarily grab the youngsters' attention, and for that, I think the motorcycle scores handsomely. You get a very aggressive design with a chunky and chiseled fuel tank, and at the front you get all LED headlamps that makes it look like as if Bumblebee became a motorcycle. This one gets split seats that look very sporty for the segment, and at the back the motorcycle gets LED tail lights with a neat grab rail and tail that gives it a very sporty appeal. The quality of materials used around the motorcycle is of premium quality, and the fit seems like something that will stand the test of time. The buttons on the switchgear feels good to use and feels like something from a segment above. Sitting behind the bent handlebar is a colored LCD instrument cluster that shows a host of information including a speedometer, tachometer, distance to empty, 2 trip meters and a gear position indicator. Now while the display might seem a bit crowded at first, it doesn't take long to get used to it. Also, we found out that the gear position indicator on the motorcycle was actually flawed, time and again showing either the wrong gear or a 0 in its place. Defeats the purpose, but won't affect your riding in any way.
Now powering the Raider is a 124.8cc single-cylinder engine, and if we actually get into the specifics, the bore and stroke ratio and the 3-valve head is actually very similar to the NTORQ, but TVS claims that this is a brand new engine. So we're going to see what it contributes to the package in terms of performance.
In one word, happy. The TVS Raider in no way actually behaves like just another commuter motorcycle. The engine is eager and quick in traffic with easy overtakes and maneuvering. The power comes in as early as 4000 RPM and is spread out evenly throughout the rev range. The 5-speed transmission is also slick and only adds to the riding experience of the motorcycle. However, in addition to the peppy engine, what really works in the Raider's favor is its light curb weight of just 123 kgs. This makes navigation in tight spaces, parking spots, bumper-to-bumper traffic a very easy affair.
Now for a 125cc motorcycle, the TVS Raider has quite a throaty exhaust. Here, take a listen.
Apart from its cosmetic quotient, the split seat actually has good cushioning and proves to be comfortable both for the rider as well as the pillion, even during long rides.
Now if you're talking about ergonomics, once you get astride the motorcycle, you are welcomed by a low seat height and a low handlebar. Now this translates to a little bit of a committed posture, but that is not something that will hamper your riding, cause you pain even during long city commutes, or even compromise the agility of the motorcycle.
The Raider gets conventional forks at the front and monoshock at the rear that are set on a slightly plush side, making the motorcycle easier to absorb most bumps and mounts. And since we are on the topic of cycle parts, it also gets disc brakes at the front and drum brakes at the rear. Now while we felt that the front brakes could have done with more bite, the brakes at the back felt perfectly fine.
Now we started this review by asking 3 important questions. Is it a good commuter? Does it have what it takes to go against the rivals? And whether it's really worth your money? And I'm quite happy to report that the answer to all 3 of those questions is a big yes. The design, the engine performance and the ride quality makes up for a package that really has a lot of potential in the current climate. And TVS's intention to please the younger crowd might actually work. So if you're looking for a motorcycle in the 125cc segment, your list has a new product.